welcome to another episode of Bravo Charlie's. This is just a quick episode on how to make home fried potatoes. Home fried potatoes are extremely good on a Saturday or Sunday morning. And if you make 4 or 5 potatoes, I have 4 cut up here. If you make 4, then you have them for a couple days to warm up on Monday or Tuesday as well. But all we're going to do, we're going to add some fresh parsley chopped up. We're going to add a couple cloves of garlic, and we're going to add 1 small shallot that I'm going to chop up real small as well. But I peel my potatoes for home fries. You don't have to do that if you like the skin on your potatoes. I personally don't. So I peeled mine, and you're just going to cut them up into bite-sized chunks like that. I got my cast iron Lodge 12-inch skillet warming up on the stove right now. We'll add a little extra virgin olive oil to that and get that going. All you need to do is cook these in your skillet until they're a nice golden brown and fork tender, and then you're done. So let's just chop this up real nice and fine. And you're going to add everything to the skillet at the same time. Once you get the oil all warmed up, then you're going to add the parsley, you're going to add the garlic, salt and pepper to taste, but you always got to season it, so make sure you add the salt and pepper. And by all means, if you don't have fresh parsley, use about 2 tablespoons of dried parsley. You can see I got probably 3 or 4 tablespoons of fresh parsley there. So we're going to put that on top of the potatoes. We are going to chop up this shallot real quick. If you don't have a shallot, an onion will work too. This is a type of onion. It's just a little smaller. It has a slightly different taste. This tastes a little bit more like a green onion, whereas a sweet Vidalia or a sweet Spanish onion has a different flavor. A red onion has a different flavor. But I had this shallot in the refrigerator, so I figured I'd just use it this morning. So we're going to chop up the shallot into real fine chunks, as you can see. And then I am going to put these, just give them a quick chop so they give off their juices, the garlic cloves, so they give off their juices in the pan with everything else. Okay, so there we go. We are ready to put all of this in the skillet. So follow me over to the stove. Okay, so here we are at the stove, and we are going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. It's about 2 trips around the pan. I have a couple bamboo cooking utensils to use in this. Make sure this comes up to heat, comes up to temperature good. We can check it 350 degrees. We can check it with our infrared thermometer. If you didn't see this episode, I'll put a link above. This is a nice little tool to have in the kitchen. Instantly tells you the temperature of your cast iron or anything else that you're cooking. But you could see 330, it said 350 a second ago. I might have been right over a flame when it said that. The edges are about 310. In the center, we're getting 350, 360. So let's go ahead and add all of our ingredients. You're going to get a good sizzle on this. Okay, then all we're going to do is mix this up. You don't want to turn the heat on so high that it will burn these before it cooks them through. So we have a good coating We have a good coating of the parsley and the shallot. We're going to add some fresh cracked pepper. Add a nice tablespoon of kosher salt. We don't want to overpower these potatoes, but we do want them seasoned well. And this is going to take about 15 minutes. And I would keep turning them. As you notice the bottoms get brown, I would turn them and keep them cooking evenly all the way through. It is morning here. I am cooking breakfast. You can see I got the bacon going over here, and this is just part of our breakfast this morning. And Jordan's outside with the dog right now. So I'm going to take a break here for a second, walk outside, see what she needs, and then I'll be back to see how these are coming along. Okay, I'd like to explain a little trick to you. These aren't cooking as fast as I'd like, so I decided to put something over top of them to keep the steam in and cook them a little faster, because everybody's getting a little hungry, so I gotta speed these up a little bit. And you can see they're getting nice and brown on the bottom. You can see right there, but they're not quite, they're almost fork tender, but not quite. So what I decided to do, and you can do this, is I took another skillet, turn it upside down. This is going to trap the steam inside and cook them quicker by heating them from all sides right now. So I'm going to let this go for a few more minutes and then they should be ready. Okay, so let's check on these. You see how steamy and hot that was in there. My bacon's done, and I'm going to heat up my Lodge cast iron griddle for French toast. Cinnamon French toast today. Oh, look how nicely they browned up real quick on the bottoms now. Looking very good. All these little bits on the bottom, you want to scrape that up and serve it with the potatoes, because that's just extra flavoring there. Okay, so let's check one of these. See how we go. Still quite not ready. Getting there though. Some of the smaller ones are good, but some of the larger ones still need another minute. So I'm going to cover it up one more time for a couple more minutes, and then we will be done with our potatoes. Okay, we got our French toast going here, our cinnamon French toast. Taking off the lid to our little stovetop oven that we made there, and you can see, wow, look at the difference. So go ahead and use that little tip. If you want to cook these a little faster, get them to brown up a little more, use another skillet to place on top. If you have a very large stock pot lid, you can put that on top too. But as it turned out, this non-stick, which you can use just if you don't have a cast iron for making these home fried potatoes, you can use a non-stick by all means, but that worked out perfectly to put on top of here. And you can see these are looking golden brown. And let's get one here on the, yep, look at that, folks. Perfectly fork tender. Nicely done. Lots of good bits from the bottom all scraped up, ready to be served. So give this a try. Quick, home fried potatoes. 4 potatoes, parsley, garlic, shallot or onion, salt and pepper, and you are good to go. So if you like this content, please hit the thumbs up button below. Hit the subscribe button to see weekly videos of new content, whether it's a product review, an unboxing, or a great recipe like this. Come back each week and check out Bravo Charlie's and see what's cooking. Thanks a lot. See you next week.